Hello, lovely Leo, and welcome to February. This is Gwendolyn. Welcome back to the channel, or if it's your first time here, welcome. This month, I'm going to be doing a Tree of Life spread, as you can see here. And I'll talk about the different nodes and each card that shows up in each placement. And while I shuffle, I'll talk about the new moon that's coming up at the beginning of February and also the full moon that's at February 19th. So, Leo, what's coming up for you? The first thing we have is that new moon in Aquarius in your 7th house on February 4th. This is also a new lunar year in the Chinese zodiac system. It's the year of the pig or the boar. And new moons are always a great time to invite something new in. It's like planting a seed. And with this happening in your 7th house, your house of partnerships and relationships, some of you may be starting a new relationship, or it's a good time to begin a new relationship for this year. For some of you who are already partnered, it could be that you're starting a new cycle or a new level of intimacy. You may be taking things to another deepening of a level. So partnerships, and it can be beyond romantic partnerships too. This could be a new business partnership or a relationship with someone that has an impact on your life in some way. Basically, 7th house is all about relationships. Often it's romantic, but it can show up in a number of different ways. And then we have a full moon, February 19th in Virgo, and that's your 2nd house, Leo. So that's the house of your possessions, your finances, your assets, and it's at 0 degrees. So it's a very prominent degree, Leo. It's saying that there's going to be a spotlight on the things that you own, the things that you possess, the things that you value. And with that 0 degree of Virgo, it could definitely be that you're bringing more order, you're bringing more precision, more organization, that kind of thing to your possessions and assets. For some of you, I see that it's you getting organized around the house. It's you maybe going through storage, getting rid of things, clearing out clutter. Full moons are times of release. Generally, they're times of completion. It's also a time of just illumination. So there could be a focus on your finances, your assets. For some of you, it's getting your taxes done, just bringing order, clarity, rationality, analysis, all those Virgo traits to the area of your 2nd house: finances, possessions, assets, things you value. So I'm seeing a lot of clarity and order coming in there in terms of your possessions and assets, Leo. Let's see what's coming up for you in the full month of February. This is the placement of Malkuth, which is also known as Kingdom. It's the earth here, as you see, and it represents the 4 elements: earth, air, fire, and water. Life here on earth, things in the 3D, things that have evolved into the material world. And you have death. Interesting, Leo. So I see you letting go of something. A cycle is wrapping up. There's some sort of transformation going on. There's something, you know, it's funny when I said clear your clutter, it's like clearing out anything that is old and dead and no longer has life. At some point it did bring beauty and value to your life, Leo, but I'm seeing here in February what's happening in the day-to-day, what's happening here, life on earth, in the 3D, in the practical realm, is you cutting out anything that is an old story. Anything that is no longer bringing you life in order to make room for something new. That's what the death card is about. It's about transformation. And often when I see this card, a Buddhist phrase that says let go or be dragged comes to mind. So it's saying you need to let go. Clearing clutter is really what I'm getting for you for February here. What's going on in your foundation? This is the Yasod position. It's related to the moon, and it has to do with our emotions. We have Knight of Rods in reverse. So this is often a fire sign here. This could be you, Leo, or it could be an Aries or a Sagittarius. Usually this card depicts someone who is bold, daring, confident, goes after their dreams, takes action on things. With this in the reverse, I'm just seeing that you may be feeling a little bit just dampened during February, or that your confidence is not, your willingness to take action is just slowed down a little bit. You're not 100% wanting to go forward at this time. Maybe it's about, again, clearing out things from the past first. There's something that's striking your confidence, Leo, here in your emotional realm. Let's see what else is coming up for you. This is Splendor, also known as Hod, and is ruled by Mercury, so it has to do with our communication. Three of Wands in reverse. So it's saying you may be looking for where are you going in your future. Three of Wands is a card that has to do with planning, looking to the future, creating your empire, going to new places. And this tells me that there may be some blocks right now to saying what it is that you want because you're not 100% clear on what it is that you want to do next, Leo. There may be a way in which your creative visualization is blocked right now. So it may serve you to really focus and ask the question, what is it that I want? And therefore you can then speak about it. Once you get clear about what you want, then you can start talking about it. I'm seeing these wands here, which are action-oriented cards in reverse. So it's saying you're not taking action on anything right now. This is your victory position, which is Netzach, and it's ruled by Venus, so it has to do with things that you value. This is King of Cups in reverse. So you may value, for some of you, it could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, but usually King of Cups is someone who is the perfect partner, the ideal husband, the person who is mature emotionally, who is compassionate and loving, and it's showing up in your value position, so it's saying that you do value this, or this person, but that person is showing up in the reverse right now, so they're not showing themselves to you, they're either not available to you, or they're not showing themselves in their normal, the way that they usually show up, the way that you usually count on them to. So with these three cards in reverse, Leo, I'm just saying, I'm seeing that it's time maybe to not take action, especially regarding a partnership. There's some old stuff from the past that you need to clear out the clutter of first. That's what I'm reading from the cards so far. Let's take a look at what's coming out next. This is your beauty position. This is also called Tippereth, and it's ruled by the sun, and it has to do with your solar plexus chakra. It has to do with consciousness, what we're thinking about at a conscious level. If this is at a subconscious level, this is consciousness here. And this is the moon. So yeah, this is getting clear, more emphasis and more underlining of the fact that you need to get clear on what it is that you want. This is really a card about letting up our deep-seated emotions for evaluation, both between our left brain and our right brain. The dog represents the left brain, the logical, analytical, rational side of ourselves. And then the wolf represents the irrational side, our right brain, more creative, more rational, more passionate, more just sort of gut feeling of things. So as this crab or lobster comes up from the deep, our deep-seated emotions bubble up to the surface. The moon is a point to evaluate what's real versus what's not real, what's permanent versus what's not permanent, what is illusion versus what's reality, what's fantasy versus what is something that is substantial and actual. So with this coming up in your consciousness position, it's saying that emotionally you don't feel like taking action on things because you're busy evaluating something, what's real, what's false. Moon can be a card about secrets, so it's illuminating again what's real versus what's false, what's fantasy versus what's reality. That's really where you're at right now in February, is taking a look and seeing, is this a passing fancy? Is this a fantasy? Or what's real and what's stable? What can I hold on to? And it may be related to this King of Cups person. Let's see what else is coming up for you in your Mars position. This is called Severity or Gebura, and it's ruled by Mars, so it's about taking action. Yeah, we have the waiting card here. Knight of Coins. So this could be an Earth sign person, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but Knight of Coins takes his time with things. It's saying that you may be having desires for an Earth sign person, but this is someone who's moved slow. This is someone who takes his time, makes carefully considered decisions. He always has sure footing before he takes another step forward. So there's a real sense in this whole reading for February of waiting, of taking your time, of not taking action, of maybe evaluating things and clearing out old things. Moving slowly is really what I'm getting from this, Leo. And then in your mercy position, this is called Chesed, and it's ruled by Jupiter, so it's a card of blessings. You have lots of success and blessings coming in, Leo, in February. You are the person on the horse, or this potentially could be someone coming in to save the day. You're Prince Charming. So it looks like there are blessings ahead. You may just have to take it slow and see, again, what's real versus what's not reliable. The moon is changeable, but it looks like you have blessings coming in this month. In terms of status and recognition anyway, Leo. And that's something that's good for a Leo. In your understanding position, this is Binah. It's ruled by Saturn. So this could be lessons or challenges. You may be having a challenge with taking a time out. This is Four of Swords. And this means resting, reflecting, meditating, putting your thoughts up on the wall figuratively. That's what these swords represent. So it's saying there may be challenges for you with your understanding with taking a time out. Would be a really good time to meditate, Leo, or go on a retreat, or just take some time to think things through. Let your thoughts sort of wash over you. There's some lessons and challenges to be found there. And then in your wisdom position, this is called Chokmah. We have Eight of Swords in reverse. There's some way that you're maybe coming out of a mental prison this month. What this is saying to you is that when you let go of thoughts that don't serve you, when you release yourself from thoughts of imprisonment, your feelings of powerlessness will dissolve. If you're feeling captive by anything, if you're feeling entrapped by anything, it's really your own thoughts that are enclosing you, Leo. So it's telling me in the reverse position that you're coming out of that through some sort of wisdom acquired from the past. You're letting these swords drop away, which I really like. These are thoughts, beliefs, negative thinking that hold you captive. So here in February, there's an opportunity through using your wisdom, potentially with whatever ideas and thoughts and beliefs you collected through taking a time out. You release yourself from a feeling of powerlessness, a feeling of feeling stuck. So I really like that for you in the wisdom position. And then your highest consciousness, the Kether position here, which is also known as the crown, the highest potential for this month is interesting, walking away. This is right, I see this right around this new moon, February 4th. This could be walking away from something that you've put a lot of emotional investment in. This could be a relationship, it could be a business, it could be a home or a residence. Anything you've put a lot of effort into building, or that, you know, the cups were once full. They're now empty, Leo. And so your highest potential this month is about walking away, is about moving on to the new cycle. If you're feeling weary at all, this usually talks about going to a new land. It really actually works for me with this death card, cutting away the old, dead flowers, the things that are no longer bringing you life, just as these cups no longer have sustenance for you, and moving on to the next cycle. So that's what I'm seeing here, and you may want to really evaluate. The center of the month is really for you about evaluating what's real and what's false, what's true and what's permanent versus what is temporary and what is passing, Leo. So that's my reading for you for February. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up or share it with another Leo. And if you'd ever like to book a personal reading with me, I'll have a link up in this top corner. That'll take you to my website. And if you liked this spread, let me know in the comments below, or if you like this deck, or if there's another deck that you prefer. I want to tailor this channel to all of my stars and my viewers, so please do let me know. And as always, I just want to thank everyone so much for watching. Yours and the stars.